Hello everyone, once again we're back with a car review, and today we've got something extremely special. Behind me is a 300ZX. It's a 1995 twin turbo with the 5-speed manual. And before we go any further, I just want to say a huge thank you to the owner of this car. His Instagram is going to be in the link in the description, so if you love 300s, definitely go and give him a follow, because this is probably one of the cleanest 300s I think I've ever seen up to now. So this again is a 1995, and it's incredibly clean. It's tastefully modified. It doesn't have any crazy bumpers on there or some wild fender flares or anything like that. It is just a really clean 300. I mean, just take a look at the interior. Like, if anything, it's actually even cleaner than my 350 over there. My 350 has low Ks for the year. This one has 130,000 kilometers on this car, and it's a Canadian Spec too, which is really cool. These are factory brakes, but you do have the SSR wheels on there, which I think look really good. Engine-wise, he's got cold air intakes, aftermarket intercooler. He's got a full exhaust on the car too. So this front bumper I think looks excellent. This is off of a 99, so that was one thing he changed with this car. So he put this bumper on there, and the rear bumper as well, I believe, is off of the diffuser is off of a 99, which looks, in my opinion, super tasteful. It's subtle, but you still notice it, and that's something that I really like. Kind of like my 350, nothing too crazy, but just enough that you notice it. Now, even the little details on this car, like we look at the rear tail lights, these are extremely clean. Some of the weather stripping on the car for the age is actually in really nice shape as well. And the best part about it is it's a T-top, so you get to enjoy that in the summertime when it's extremely hot like it is today. So yeah, overall the car is, it's super clean. One of the cleanest cars I've seen, especially in my city here, as a 300. And, you know, in my opinion, there aren't many 300s anymore that look as clean as these do. And the red for me is probably one of the nicest colors you can get in this car, as far as I'm concerned. So, but yeah, let's go and take a look at the inside then, since we're out here. Everything is very clean. Even is this Alcantara or suede? Yep. Alcantara. It's in really good shape. And it's a manual, thank goodness for that. Take a look at the seats. There's just a little bit of wear. My 350 has more wear than this, and this is a 95, so put that into context. I'm going to be very lucky to go on a drive with Anthony on this car. I've never driven a 300ZX in my life, and I've never even sat in one, so it's going to be really cool when I get to take a seat inside and take it for a spin. So I'm really excited for that. Anything else I really need to know about it, Anthony?
Not really.
Okay, cool. Well, we'll set the GoPros up inside the car, and then we'll get a little bit of some POV action for you guys and some ride-along. So let's get going. Okay, in the Z, and the GoPro's on, which is great. Yeah, I mean, again, first time sitting in one of these, really? you have to sit in this car in particular to appreciate the condition of this car. Like, hopefully the camera can do it justice, but the Alcantara is in excellent condition. And yeah, the driving position, it's like you're sitting back, but it's like you're in like a fighter jet. It just kind of swoops out in front of you. Really cool.
And I'm 6'2", and
yeah, true.
Yeah,
that's really true. All right, well, let's see what this thing's like. Turbos, yeah, you do. And you know what? It's not stupid loud in here either. It's like, yeah, it's
listening to music. You can talk.
Yes, it is. It's got, you know, okay, so the one thing that I was anticipating coming into today, because it was a twin turbo, was that this car was going to be Like the power was going to be off and then on, but it's still really linear how it gets there, which is honestly that's pretty impressive. That's pretty damn impressive. And another thing too, I'll point out right now is, so when I'm recording with a camera, if this was in my Datsun, for example, the camera would be bouncing everywhere. But it's actually really comfy in here. Like, it's smooth. Going over bumps and cracks on the road, potholes on the road, it's like smooth. It's very, very comfortable, which it's nice, super nice. This, right off the bat, the impressions I'm getting is that this is it almost feels like a Grand Tourer car. You know, like you've got the performance there, but if you want to go on a long trip, for example, this is like prime.
I've done it.
This is prime.
I've done it.
And the other thing too is, for this being a 95, aside from the tops that we put in the back, there's no rattles or creaks or squeaks anywhere, which is really impressive. Okay, now it's my turn. So how do I bring the seat up?
There's adjusters on the left hand side. They just go forward, back.
Okay.
Again, so no tilt steering.
Right. Yeah, that's different. So this car, just the steering wheel is just there.
Yeah, and then you got all the controls there, so you don't have the wife coming over and, you know, I want more air, you know.
Yeah, see, okay, before we get going here, sorry I'm sweaty because it's so hot today.
Yeah.
But, like, the driving position is so, everything's here. Like, compared to, other, like, new cars, you want to touch something, it's going to be, everything is literally right by your hands, which is really, really cool. Okay, so do I...
Yep. Don't even need to have the clutch in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, nice gearbox.
It's got a short throw shifter in it as well. Very good.
Light steering when you're just in like a... what's reverse all the way?
Back right. Yeah.
This is nice clutch. Super nice clutch, actually. So, is it factory?
No, I replaced it with the lightweight flywheel and clutch, Jimmo Technologies.
Okay.
Yeah. Why not?
This guy go. Yeah, this, wow. If you were to daily this car with a manual, with this clutch, you'll be fine. This gearbox feels great. And the short throw shifter feels really, really good. Man, the seats are cool too. Like they're not overly supportive, but they're comfy.
Yep.
They're super, super comfy.
For a 95.
Yeah.
For a 90s
exactly.
car. Yeah.
Exactly. How's this thing on gas?
In the city, she's a little thirsty. About 300 kilometers to a tank, but on the highway, I can make it back from Radium, BC in one tank.
300 kilometers in one tank in the city.
About.
Holy.
Well, of course, everybody, like, if you don't like attention, do not buy this car.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, this feels great.
Yeah.
I like the seating position of the car too. Like, hopefully you can see this on camera, but from your right hand to the shifter, that's like no space at all. Yeah. So real quick to shift gears if you're really on it. That's like indicator of a driver's car easily. Clutch it. I'm still so surprised at how nice this clutch is. It's so light and predictable. And what, like, so you want to get a twin turbo 300ZX now.
Yeah.
You're looking at about minimum $30,000. For a clean, like in this spec.
Yeah.
In this spec, we're talking minimum.
For clean, yeah, sure, you can get the right-hand drive ones. You can get like NA automatics. Like there's various different ones, but the one you want, the twin turbo 5-speed 2-seater in as good as condition, you're looking 20, 30.
Yeah, and it's only going to keep climbing.
Yeah, you look on Bring a Trailer, and they're going for ridiculous money right now.
And that's American prices too.
Yeah. So that's roughly what they're going for.
Okay, like it's actually quite relaxing, refreshing is the word I'm looking for, compared to driving the 350. Because like this is comfortable. Am I going left up here?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, this is extremely comfortable to drive. I would love to take this car out on a road trip any day of the week. The suspension's comfy. It's not too stiff.
Try that.
Okay, fine. We'll put it in sport mode and see the difference here. The clutch is excellent. It's not too loud. Yeah. That's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's such a progressive power.
Yeah.
Power delivery, which is, it's super, super cool. Is it left rear?
Yeah.
Let's see how the rev matching is. And so you guys can't experience this, but it doesn't really have much of a turbo lag. Especially like in that initial pedal travel, it's still very responsive, and I think that's where the 6 cylinders have a play in it.
Yeah.
Because it can still kind of, you know, drive well on its own power without the turbos, but yeah, this is really nice. Holy crap.
If you want to open it up, go for it.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah. It's so smooth. That's a thumbs up for me. That's a thumbs up from Anthony too. It's such a smooth car. I never would have. I was honestly thinking that this car was going to be the same version as the 350 that I have, with 2 turbos on it. But this is like the Grand Tour comfortable. You can daily this car and enjoy it every single day kind of experience. Which, for me, I think I would actually take this over the 350, given that the 350 is a daily driver for me. It can get a little tiring to drive, to get in, to get out of the noise. Obviously I have an exhaust on there, but it's a stiff car. It's a lot more crammed than this one too.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is really impressive. So again, huge thank you to Anthony. I really appreciate you giving me the chance of driving this car. And
we've been talking about this for a while.
A long time, yeah. And I'm actually really glad that I got to drive this car in particular, just because how clean it was, and when I noticed it too at that car meet. Yeah, really, really nice. And just like in a parking lot, for example, like the steering is so light. Yeah, it's so easy to maneuver. I love it. There we go. That was great. Well, thanks for sticking around this video if you have up to now, and definitely leave a thumbs up for Anthony's car, because this for me is one of the nicest 300 ZXs. This is Z32. Z32. One of the cleanest ones I've seen ever. Oh yeah, it's got a turbo timer, right?
There's also a button to pull the key out.
There's a button.
Yeah, and quirks of the 90s cars. There, and then you can pull the key out. Yeah.
Turbo timer. Thank you, sir. Yeah, so leave a like, consider subscribing to the channel if you want to see more car reviews, and give this man a follow. His Instagram is, I'll just put it right down here, and it's also in the description, so definitely go and show him some support. But yeah, we'll leave it at that. Definitely leave a like, and let us know what your thoughts are on the 300ZX. Are you a fan of them? Do you prefer some of the other 300Z models? And if you do have one as well, what are your thoughts on this exact spec? Because I think this is going to be a really hard one to match up to, just given how good it is and the condition it's in. Anyways, guys, we'll catch you in the next video. Thanks.